give me a reason. I told y'all, new year, new show, same energy according to Jim every Thursday night on the Big Exclusive Network, 7 to 8:30. Tap in with me on the Facebook channel and the YouTube channel, Big Exclusive Network. Y'all know what it is. Real people talking about real things, so if you a real one, get with me.
Oh, yeah, yeah. You already know. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, man. Welcome to another episode of According to Jim. Right back at him, man. And really, right now, today, I just want to talk to y'all right quick. That wasn't supposed to happen. Hold on right quick. Let me put this on. Do not disturb. That was not supposed to happen. Yeah, so I just want to talk to y'all right quick, man. And what's going on with you, Hannah? What's going on with you, bro? You know what I'm saying? Listen, for everybody that's joining the live on my page, tap in, man, like, share, comment, and then slide on over to the Big Exclusive channel. You know what I'm saying? Or you can go on Facebook at the Big Exclusive Network. You hear me? And I'll be right there, smack dab at the top of the page. I feel like I really need to say this. You know what I'm saying? So it's so much going on around us, man, and a lot of times we get caught up in the moment, I guess. You feel me? We get caught up in the moment. And I had somebody I was gonna bring on the show, you hear me? But unfortunately, the phone was acting wacky, and I, couldn't get them on the line. But whatever, we'll talk about that another time. But today, I want to talk about, man, being accountable for self. Being accountable for self, man. Having some respect for yourself, man. Wanting to be like the best you. You know what I'm saying? There are so many versions of us right now, and a lot of us aren't at our best. I know I'm not at my best. I know a lot of other people aren't their best, I assume, you know what I'm saying? Because I see other people make some of these mistakes that they shouldn't be making, and probably they wouldn't make if they took a little bit more pride in themselves in a positive way. You know what I'm saying? Because pride could be a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? It could definitely be a motherfucker. So the thing that I want to say is let's work on us. Let's be accountable for us. Because if we were taking time to, self-educate, for example, you know what I'm saying? Then, we would be elevating our minds. If we were taking time to eat better, to work out, we wouldn't have a whole lot of time for the extracurricular bullshit. You feel me? And a friend of mine, a good associate of mine, Top Flight, man, his motto is keep busy to stay out of trouble. And you know what? Thinking about it is such a really strong statement. It is. It's so much power in that statement because a lot of us aren't staying busy, man. And especially us out in these small towns. I'm from Philadelphia, man, but I'm in a small town now. And the shit that we indulge in, the shit that we be on, like, the nut shit. It's crazy. Tiff, what's going on with you? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's super duper crazy. You know what I'm saying? For these young kids and for us, like, what example, royalty, was going on with you? What example are we setting for them? You know what I'm saying? How much do we make to ourselves, especially as men? Yeah, like, we gotta, like, you know what I'm saying? What's up with you? Concrete Rose, what's up? And it's like, it's crazy because we're not, holding ourselves accountable. You cool with giving that, minimal effort. You know what I'm saying? Big bro, what's going on with you, big bro? Like, we're cool with this minimum version of ourselves. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't feel like it, just dragging. You know what I'm saying? And we not living on chasing the best version of us where we're getting results, where we're accomplishing things, where we're making sure that our body is right, that our mind is right. Like, that's not a thing. Like, you got to really be on your health thing. But finding that balance where you don't got to be Richard Simmons or no shit like that. You know what I'm saying? But be the best you, the best balance you, the best you of not getting mad or making rash decisions, murdering people, for instance. You know what I'm saying? Or just indulging in the bullshit. And I don't mean the bullshit on this phone, because everybody's not affected by these phones and distracting what's going on social media, right? A lot of us aren't. But however, it's nothing wrong with tuning into social media when used in moderation and responsibly. There's nothing wrong with that. You feel me? Like, And the thing is, we're not giving so much stock to this shit and becoming better us, a better us. The kids will have a better example. You're a better you. You know what I'm saying? You wouldn't have time for the bullshit if you were focusing on those things that you keep putting off until tomorrow because you wrong shit. Being a better you. It's super duper duper important. You know what I'm saying? It's super duper duper important. Being a better you. You must. You know what I'm saying? Holding accountable. Why haven't you reached those pinnacles that you said you were going to reach? You know what I'm saying? Why haven't you done these things? You're not holding yourself accountable. You know, there are roadblocks and hurdles in a way, like the rent, the electric, the water, but you pay them, you keep it pushing, but you keep working on yourself. Remember the core mission, being a better version of you, becoming successful, getting that business off the ground, going back to school, whatever it might be. And you went so far left worrying about the wrong shit, especially somebody else's business. Everybody likes to be entertained. Everybody loves to be entertained. But on the same token, it's a time and a place for everything. You feel me? You're not being that business savvy person that you wanted to be because you got time to indulge into the nut shit, to go outside and to get in some frivolous bullshit that you probably wouldn't have got in if you were dedicating all your time and effort and energy to what you believe in, to what you say you love, chasing your goal. You feel what I'm saying? You're getting sidetracked, and those sidetracks are costing you points. You know what I'm saying? They're costing you points. You might be out in the field when, how you get out in the field anyway? Ain't you supposed to be working on your doctorate? Ain't you supposed to be writing that book? Ain't you supposed to be coming up with some new ideas for your podcast? I'm talking to myself because my ears are closer to my mouth, but I'm definitely talking to everybody else too. We really need to start doing these things. We complain about, oh, your kids are this, those kids are rowdy this, but what about you? Maybe the kids are only seeing and doing what you do. When you do something, the kids think that they can do it better. So they just up in the ante. The piss poor, lackluster performance that we all been giving it out is a reflection of what's going on with some of these kids. You know what I'm saying? Because if you're not giving them 100%, you're not giving yourself 100%, you're not chasing these things, being a better parent, being a better anything. You know what I'm saying? All you're worried about is the day-to-day and what's going on in this phone. You're getting stagnant. You're not pushing. You're not chasing. And we worried about the wrong shit because everybody has a dream. I want to believe everybody has a dream. Everybody has something they want to be, or somewhere they want to be, or someone they want to be with. Well, if you were chasing those things, would you really have time for all this extra dumbass shit? I don't think so. You know what I'm saying? Ain't shit outside but drama and trouble. Ain't no goddamn doubt. Feast, what's going on with you, bro? Yeah, you right. You know what I'm saying? Yo, bro. What's the combo for the day? The combo for the day, bro, is being a better version of you and taking accountability for that. You know what I'm saying? Maybe the time that you're wasting bullshitting around or being somebody else's business, just outright slacking off, fucking up. Maybe these are the things that's why results aren't being accomplished. Because maybe if people were chasing the things that they said that they really wanted, then who would have time for the nut shit outside? And there's nothing wrong with going outside. I'm not trying to condemn somebody for going outside. What I'm saying is we need to start, is outside is always going to be there. Outside ain't going nowhere. It's been there before you got there, before you ever seen it, and it's going to be there after you gone. You know what I'm saying? But what about the things that you want to accomplish? You know what I mean? The positive things. Like, if you had time for the positive things, you wouldn't have time for the negative things. You feel me? Nobody wants to be outside hurting nobody. You know what I'm saying? Really, I don't think nobody really deep down really wants to be outside hurting somebody. You know what I'm saying? It has to be something else you'd rather be doing, or something else that would substitute for that. It's like, damn, do you want to take this all expense paid trip to the Bahamas right now if you go get on the airplane, or do you want to go around the corner and kill a nigga? It can be swapped out. There's a price. You know what I'm saying? But something has to give. And I think it starts with yourself. Stop saying that it can't be done. Stop saying that you alone aren't big enough. And I'm definitely talking to myself, because a lot of times I get down on trying to reach other people, or reach out to these young boys, or reach out to my peers and try to correct them in a way like, hey, listen, maybe you shouldn't be doing this. Sometimes I get downtrodden because, I just think people not listening. You feel me? And that's the problem. These little fixes cost you nothing. But you got everything to gain because you're becoming that better version of yourself. You feel what I'm saying? You not slacking off, and at least you can speak for yourself, because at the end of the day, everybody's saying that that's all you can speak for. You feel what I'm saying? Well, good. If everybody focused on themselves, focus on themselves. And I ain't saying neglect the kids and nothing like that, but, you know, focus on yourself, you and yours and your family, and get in the head and being better people all the way around the beard. Like I said, eating healthier, exercising, reading. It's not just, you know, the business aspect, but yeah, even that. Like some people are just waiting and waiting and waiting, and you keep saying, oh, if I just had this, or if I just have that. No, get up, go get it. Charge, move forward, put that effort somewhere else, and it will be an example set. It's that simple. If you put that effort somewhere else, you have set the example. You have set the example, and it started with wanting to work on you. You know what I'm saying? Wanting to work on you, wanting to be a better you. Put that effort into that. And I don't see how much we would have that much time for the dumbass shit. You feel me? That's all I'm saying. We wouldn't have a whole lot of time for the dumbass shit if we were working on ourselves. And it's deplorable now. When I say the dumbass shit, I mean the shit that got the rest of the United States looking at us like we all killers, looking at our women like they ain't nothing but hoes and tricks and dumb bitches that want to suck dick for money and shake their ass on camera, looking like they have no modesty, looking like they have no class. This is not what it is. We all know classy and, you know what I mean, from ashy to classy. We know the difference between a bitch and a woman. You feel what I'm saying? But it's like, damn, one of these individuals going to step it up. You know what I'm saying? And you don't just need to be out there talking about these girls or trying to drag them through the mud or whatever, but be a better bitch yourself. And maybe they'll follow that example. Right then and there, you are being a better example. Be a better mother. Be a better wife. Be a better girlfriend. Be a better friend in general. Be a better daughter. Be a better niece. All these things. And I go for the fellas too. You know what I'm saying? It has to start somewhere. And it has to start with you. Like, what do you want out of life? There's always time to talk about somebody else, what they do or don't have. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you can do that at the drop of a dime. It don't cost nothing to sit around and talk about a motherfucker. Trust me. Trust me. Because if it costs some money to do this shit, niggas wouldn't sit around talking about me. Niggas wouldn't sit around talking about you, and you wouldn't sit around talking about nobody else. But you just doing shit that don't cost nothing. Or you outside doing the most and you didn't gain anything out of it. You know what I'm saying? The behavior that we are showing as a fucking people is crazy. It's crazy. The Asian American population is thriving. Congrats to them. It's thriving. They're making waves in movies and just in society in general. You know what I'm saying? But the picture that they painted these people isn't the picture that they paint of us. You feel me? And we can't keep living up to that. And that's not the best version of us. You standing on the corner or outside with a Pooh Shiesty mask on, high out your motherfucking mind off of some goddamn perks, cannot possibly be the best version of you. That can't be it. You know what I'm saying? It has to be a better you, a more efficient you, a more thorough you, or somebody a more paying attention to detail you, a more compassionate you, a more business savvy you, a more healthy you. It has to be a version of that. Because what you're running around doing right now can't be the best version. When you're sitting around talking about people or sitting around listening to people and then spreading their secrets, you know what I'm saying, not being trustworthy, not being honest. It has to be a version of you where you are trustworthy, where you are honest. Why can't we become these type of things? Why is that? You know what I'm saying? Like, why aren't people talking about that? You're so quick to go on a goddamn juice diet, but nobody's going on a goddamn fraud diet. Nobody's going on a capping diet. Nobody's doing any of these things, and it's preventing you from being the better version of you. And you enable yourself. You give yourself all the tools that you need not to get right. Not to get right. The outside partying, bullshitting, fucking up your money, and then you gotta work extra hard to put it away. You know what I'm saying? The unnecessary shit, catching cases, breaking windows, slashing tires. We doing all this shit to ourselves. This is what the fuck is going on. We doing all this shit to our motherfucking selves, and it's like, damn, nobody cares. You know what I'm saying? How do we stop that? You know what I'm saying? You can't go make a motherfucker do nothing. I'm telling you, I be talking to motherfuckers all the time, and I say as much as I can and ball it all up, and I try to be concise as possible to get the message across. You can't make nobody do nothing. You know what I'm saying? But, however, you are accountable for you. So I'm challenging everybody, hey, won't you focus on yourself? Like, really get in tune with yourself. You know what I'm saying? Trying to be a better you and focusing all your attention on you If you're doing it correctly, you shouldn't have any time for anything else or anybody else. How do you have time for that when you just made a conscious decision to work on you, to get to what you got going on? You know what I'm saying? Time and time and again, man, you see these girls and you see these guys on these motherfucking apps and they going to fuck crazy, especially these younger folk. You feel me? They going to fuck crazy. You know what I mean? Like, that is... You know, right now for everybody in Wilkes-Barre, that was a goofy situation, man. And I seen it, and it was, at the end of the day, it's sad. You know what I'm saying? It's sad that this is the mind states that people have, man, that they want to be on. You feel me? This is what they want to do. They want to carry it sideways like that, and they prioritize this dumb shit. They prioritize it like it's a must. You know what I'm saying? And they put strong emphasis behind it, like on site. When you say it's on site, that means anywhere. You don't care who's around and what could be the consequences for this act. For some bullshit. But you won't even put that motherfucking energy into your own life. It's on site with my goals. It's on site with my dreams. Y'all don't even carry it like that for yourself, but you willing to muster up all this motherfucking energy to get somebody out the goddamn way that really don't mean nothing to you. What they did was minute, or what they said was minute, but it's that you focus on you. You know what I'm saying? And I don't mean just focus on you going to work every day and doing, you're supposed to be doing that. Let's just say that, you know, going to work every day and earning a paycheck and taking care of your kids is the fucking norm, regardless of how hard it might be. That is what you're supposed to be doing. They don't have dreams and goals, that's why. And you know what? It's sad. But you got to understand, we need to have some compassion for those type of people, because they can ask you a million times. How many people have been asked, well, what do you want to be when you grow up? I don't fucking know, buddy. They haven't discovered their dream yet. They haven't discovered their passion, which means they haven't discovered their purpose. You know what I'm saying? And that comes with focus on you. Find your purpose in life. You know what I'm saying? Some people got to go on meditation trips and all that. You know what I mean? And I feel like those are just unique circumstances where a person feels like they haven't found their dream. They haven't found their goals. They haven't found something on this earth that they do, that they are either the very best at it or at least one of the best, at least like super good at what they do. And they love it. I don't believe nobody is born without something that they do that they love, without a talent, without a passion. Something, whether you a smooth talker, you could end up being a lawyer, you could end up being a rapper, you could end up being a whole lot of shit from being a smooth talker. You know what I'm saying? You might know how to do shit with your hands, and you might got some of the best craftsmanship that man could ever see because you love what you do. Everybody has a talent. Why are we not working on this shit? You know what I'm saying? And I feel like when we talk like these things and we don't get real, like we got to get real with ourselves. You know what I'm saying? Like, check ourselves. Like, you're not checking yourself and you're not holding yourself to a standard, but you hold everybody else to a standard. That's like a trap. That's a track. Now you monitoring whatever the fuck everybody else is doing and measuring where you're at against them. If they ain't pushing you forward, like you said, then you got to get away from them. You know what I'm saying? But for real, you shouldn't even be able to see that shit from the beginning if you focusing on yourself. Focusing on yourself. Focusing on yourself. When you focus on yourself, you will know who you need to be around. You will know the positions that you need to be in because they are in line. These people and what they do are in line with what you're trying to do. You know what I'm saying? Focus on yourself. It has to be something in your life that you are struggling with. Like, maybe like for me, I'm trying to stop smoking cigarettes. So I'm going to focus on my motherfucking self so I can kick the motherfucking habit. You know what I'm saying? If I got to get some patches or some gum or whatever, I'm going to be conscious that, hey, I need to take my gum. Hey, I need to change my patch or whatever the fuck. You know what I'm saying? Focusing on me. That's a small step, but it's a step worried about me. And it's worried about the business that pays me. That's where I'm going with this. We worried about the wrong shit over and over. And it's like trivial shit. You guys get distracted by the smallest shit. You know what I'm saying? You get distracted by the smallest shit. I'm telling you, I can prove them. I can back up what the fuck I'm talking about. I can back up what the fuck I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? This shit in the phone, but the phone ain't that the fucking gist of the problem. Like all the drill music and the phones and the internet. That's not, you know, the core of the problem. It's still decisions that are being made. You know what I'm saying? But I'm worried about the wrong shit. Focus on you, being a better you, getting shit done for you and yours, enjoying your life, but thrive. Like, are any of y'all thriving? It doesn't seem like you're thriving, because people who are thriving and staying on that path, they don't get involved in this shit. You know what I'm saying? And when you really locked into what you're doing, you don't not get involved because you think you bigger than the current event. You just didn't hear about it because you ain't on that wave. You ain't tapped in no more. You're not tapped into the bullshit. You tapped into what you on. And you good with that, 100%. You didn't leave in an ill manner, no fallouts with anybody and none of that shit. You didn't do any of that. You know what I'm saying? What happened was you got in tune to what the fuck is going on and you chased your dream, or you just started doing something better for you. Like, a lot of y'all don't understand that you're failing yourself. You're failing yourself. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you're failing yourself. You don't take advantage of the shit and the opportunities that's in front of your face. You let them just slide by. You never move on nothing. All you do is talk about what you're going to do and talk about other people. You know what I'm saying? And worry about what other people got on their agenda. Who's sleeping with who got cheating, who got locked up, who got killed. You know what I'm saying? What the fuck was you doing? Don't worry, because you know you ain't do none of the other shit. You didn't lock nobody up. You ain't kill nobody. You ain't cheating on nobody. Don't worry about what the fuck you got going on. Don't stop for none of that. You know what I'm saying? Improve yourself. Improve your concentration. Improve your vocabulary. Any fucking thing. It don't have to be going back to school and getting no motherfucking degree in anything, but why can't it be that? Dedicate that time to yourself instead of dedicating that time to this motherfucking act. Dedicating that time to what's going on around the way. Dedicating that time to who that don't make you bust no nut. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy. Y'all put all this shit on the motherfucking book. You know what I'm saying? But I really see people just, you know, spreading the happiness. You wanna know why happiness is a big thing? Because when you focus, you are happy. You know what I'm saying? You happy with your focus. You motherfuckers ain't focused on nothing but the miserable bullshit. And that's why y'all so successful at it. And what I mean, y'all successful at doing miserable shit. You do miserable shit, make other people miserable, make them real mad. It's because deep down you're really miserable. You know what I'm saying? Because when you're doing something fun and you're doing something exciting, you don't want to stop. You ever go on vacation somewhere real nice like Miami and be in a nice little seaside hotel and all that shit, bad bitches all over the place? Did you really want to come back? You know what I'm saying? You were doing you. You know what I'm saying? You were away from the bullshit and the bad vibes. The bullshit and the bad vibes can really be put away when motherfuckers start upping their game. Motherfuckers start elevating their level of thinking. Motherfuckers start elevating their finances. A lot of this shit come from you motherfuckers is broke. Yeah, you fucked up. And a lot of good chunk of your misery is coming from that. You know what I'm saying? A good chunk of your misery is coming from the fact that you're really fucked up. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to tell you, a good chunk of that shit is coming from your fucked up. You know what I'm saying? But money can't buy happiness. So the other part of that shit is the fact that, you know, you're not getting shit accomplished. You're not happy with yourself because you don't where you want to be. A lot of us aren't where we want to be. There are so many of us that are trying to get to that point. There are so many of us that's hungry. There are so many of us that are going to seminars or spending our money on books on how to learn. There are so many of us who ain't just flat out doing shit about their dreams. There are so many of us who haven't reached that mark yet. You know what I'm saying? So this goes to all of us. Step our motherfucking game up. Push harder. You know what I'm saying? Push harder. And if you giving it everything you got and you still find that you're not getting nowhere, then learn how to push harder. Because there's a way. You know what I'm saying? If you can't push harder, what you would normally do is go work out and get some muscles, put some pounds on, and then push whatever you need to push. You know what I'm saying? Well, For certain things, you got to build your fucking brain up for it. And just like y'all refuse to do that shit. When did learning become so unfucking cool? Well, we're cool or not, it's fucking a necessity. Like you as adults now, we're all adults now. You motherfuckers kind of understand eating your vegetables, don't you? Y'all ain't just running around eating no goddamn 8-ounce steak after night at night with no type of greens. You know that'll tear your guts up, right? You got to put something in your motherfucking head. Sometimes you got to learn how to get on the next level. And when you get there, how to operate on it. You know what I'm saying? That's self-improvement. It doesn't have to be, oh, I'm a nice person, yum, 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 stay. I'm not saying that. I'm saying go do something or learn something that's going to benefit you some fucking paper. You know what I'm saying? Just going to benefit you something positive. And when I say something positive, it could be something as simple as learn patience. Learn how to have some patience, because having a little patience might save your motherfucking life. You know what I'm saying? Have you ever had somebody say, yo, you're a very patient person? Yeah, patience is like some people are so quick, you're wearing my patience thing. It's not cute or thorough to just be at the age you are admitting you don't have no fucking patience. TikTok teaches me things. Oh, shit. You know what I mean? Listen, you can learn stuff on TikTok. You can learn stuff on TikTok. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying you can't learn nothing on TikTok. But what I'm telling you is learn how to progress. With what you're learning on TikTok, are you applying it? You know what I'm saying? Because that's the difference. You could learn something every motherfucking day, but there's a difference between practice and theory. The shit that you learning, are you applying it? Because if you are applying it and it's making your life easier, then that's what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about learn how to make your own life easier. Shit like this. Watch this. Like there are a wide variety of things that you can learn how to do to make your life easier. They're big, they're small, but I'm gonna give you a real small one to make your life easier. Are y'all gathered in? And gather around, children, because this right here is gonna knock the fucking socks off you, because it's so small, but it's so heavy. Learn how to mind your fucking business, and you can stay out of all types of shit. And that is a fucking skill. Do you understand what I'm telling you? It's just as big as learning how to sell real estate. It's a fucking skill. I tell you what, learn how to mind your business and stay out of shit, and it'll cost you less stress and headache. Do you understand what I'm getting at? Exactly, but that excuse is given to be on TikTok instead of something that's actually 100% productive. I'm not saying you got to be 100% productive. You know what I'm saying? Rome wasn't built in a day, but take the steps. Take the steps. You know what I'm saying? To something every day, because it's like motherfuckers ain't coming outside to get nothing but no money. But you gotta understand that getting money is not where it stops. You know what I'm saying? Don't think that getting money is going to separate you from the poor. You hear me? Having money does not automatically separate you from the poor. Because the poor are the poor because a lot of times they just don't know how to not be poor. They don't know how to access resources or fill out an application. There's a lot they don't know. And even if they have somewhat intelligence, education is power. They don't know. That is the difference. You can have millions of fucking dollars and be just as poor as a motherfucker struggling to find his next $100. must. You have to know these things. All right, we back rolling. I'm sorry, y'all. My other phone died. I had to let it get a little bit of juice, and now I'm back. But for everybody that was on the live on the Big Exclusive Network and on the YouTube channel, on the Facebook channel, what I'm saying is, it is a must we grow. You know what I'm saying? Like, and this is the least I can ask of anything. I don't ask nobody for nothing. I'm asking you for the very least for you to gain the very most. You know what I'm saying? This ain't it. Any other way, a fair exchange is no robbery. But if you look at it, like, what I'm asking is for so minute, but it would have the biggest impact. You know what I'm saying? If we start worrying about ourselves and try to improve ourselves, not trying to compete with the next person in your field, that's something different. That's taking a whole different energy. I'm not saying go compete with anybody. I'm saying go learn how to be the very best, and then continue to learn and expound on that experience and expand on that skill. You feel what I'm saying? Stop worrying about what everybody else got going on, no matter what it be. Worry about yourself. Be actually active and worried about yourself. Like, some people, all you're worrying about is if you got a place to sleep, is something to eat, and clothes on your back. Those are three things. Those are necessities, yes. But if you stop thinking like that's as far as I need to grow, that's as far as I need to make sure it's getting done. Because a lot of motherfuckers, like, even with eating good, sleeping good, exercising, you know what I'm saying, going to get checkups and all that shit, we not living right. Because we're not worried about ourselves the way we should be. We worried about what everybody else is doing. You're not even worried about yourself. You worried about who the fuck born with who. Young man, have you been to the doctors? Like, real rap. Young lady, have you been to the doctors? You worried about who fucking who, and who about got pregnant, who behind, who back, and all that, and who got beat up. But are you worried about you and your situation and all that? Worry about that. Get regular with going to see the doctors. That's a thing. That's improving your life. That's improving your stability and structure. Improve the structure in your own household. Start going to bed at a set time. Start calling people at a set time. Stop accepting calls after a certain time. Improving the structure, your infrastructure. People be out here and don't even be dug in their own house. You got your own spot, but it look like shit. Is always dirty because you ain't even in the fucking house maintaining that motherfucker. I got a house, I pay rent, and I rip and run the street. You're not taking care of yourself. So many other things are in the street, and motherfuckers is trying to be out there with it, and there you go, neglecting yourself so you can go do shit with other people or help other people or get in trouble with other people or fuck up with other people or be nosy about other people when you're not dedicating that type of energy for yourself. Get better. You're sick. You're sick right now. This is why you're always jealous. This is why you always aggravated. Wanna know why you always jealous that a motherfucker got something and you don't got nothing? Because you're forgetting to go worry about your motherfucking self and do what you got to do for you. You're forgetting to do it. You're not putting no effort in it. You spending 2-3 hours in your phone, and then you over somebody else's house drinking. You ain't washed your dishes. You behind in all areas of your motherfucking life, and you really deserve. You think you deserve to have your dreams come true? How? You don't even love yourself that much. Work on loving yourself. Well, what's loving yourself? Eating better. What's loving yourself? Enjoying something that you like to do. I like to play chess. I find time to play chess. That is enjoying myself. Makes my mind sharper. Makes me hear something and I remember it because it's just my mind starts working a little bit different when I play chess a lot. You know what I'm saying? I want to start exercising more. You know what I'm saying? But I don't want to keep talking about it. I just want to do it and start applying that every day. I found time to exercise, but I still had the same amount of time to work, to run my side businesses and all that other shit, to be on my show. I found time for this solidify, and I was okay with it. It didn't hurt nothing, and I'm getting better and better for it. We're not doing any of that. You outside worrying about who this to, who got what, if he getting money, is she fucking him, did she have a baby or not? where the kids is at, what they couch look like, if they bathroom dirty, what the, everybody's, such and such got beat up online, shot on, no guns on and all that. You worried about everything out in the world. You motherfuckers are so in tune with everything out in the world and what we call the dunya that you could be in your house with motherfucking chores and responsibilities to handle. But, however, you still found a way to find out what the fuck is going on outside. Outside is what you love. You love outside. Why don't you love yourself the way you love outside? Like, I don't get it. Motherfuckers got dining room tables, kitchen tables, don't never eat at them. You always eating outside. Not focused on you enough. You're not doing nothing for motherfuckers to celebrate you. You're not putting an effort to have accomplishments. And that travels back to you're always jealous. And I'm not talking to anybody specific. I'm talking to everybody. And if you ever feel jealous or you constantly jealous, this can be the motherfucking reason why. You worry about the wrong shit. Worry about yourself. Put some effort into yourself. Talk about yourself as much as you talk about other people. And maybe things will change for you. Real rap. And this ain't like no shit trying to be combating you or want you to feel down. It's an immutable fact. You're not spending enough time on yourself. And it's evident that you are divesting your time into other people and knowing what the fuck they got going on to the point where you're willing to argue a motherfucker and call him a dickhead and tell him he don't know what the fuck he's talking about because you know somebody else's business better than him. But you don't know your own business this way. The fuck is wrong with you? Self-improvement is a must. Stop worrying about this little dumbass shit. Stop giving it your time. Lock in with you. Y'all so locked in with the bros and you'll throw your whole motherfucking life away for the bros and you ain't gave yourself a year worth of your time. How many of us, real rap, how many of us have given ourselves a year worth of our own time? I've been with myself for a year, working on me for a year, accomplishing things that I wanted to do for a year. How many of us ever did some shit or even wanted to think like that? But I bet you know who's a whore. I bet you know who got locked up and who got killed. Some information is going to come to you like the news, who got killed, like that's going to get to you. You know what I'm saying? But who fucking who and how he got caught, whatever and all that, you don't need to know that. That's not even a need to know type thing. Why would you care? Because Sean Rock pregnant by a main man. These are things that they pumping in. We the ones locked into this dumbass shit. Little dumbass shit like that. Like real rap. We dedicating time to it. No matter how it is, listen, that if time is money, how much money are you spending online? And I ain't talking about Amazon. If time is money per minute, if you had charged per minute to live, how much money would you spend on locking into that phone if you had to pay for every fucking minute like the old prepaid phones and shit? How much time would you be putting into this shit then? Wouldn't you be spending every minute working on you? But that's what's going on. You're paying for this shit. You're paying your phone bill. Starters, you're paying your phone bill. You're paying your Wi-Fi. And we doing all this shit to keep us entertained and learning nothing. You can't benefit yourself with what the fuck is going on Baddies West. You can't sell that information. But there's motherfuckers out here selling seminars on how to improve your credit, selling seminars on how to get real estate properties with low to no money down. And they know that shit in and out, back and forth. Well, you like, how did they learn that? Well, for starters, they put some time into it. It's going to take some time right then and there. You need to take time to put in yourself. What are you going to put into yourself? Because if you ain't got the money to put into your dreams, then you can at least have the time for it. You just want it to happen. You know what I'm saying? You ain't even the person that's ready for that shit. You haven't even become the person that you need to be to handle all that type of money and move it around correctly. You don't know what to do with it. You don't know what to sign, when to sign, who to work with now, why not to work with them. You know what I'm saying? You don't know any of these things, but you want to skip right to the end result, a big fat check. Well, if you want the big fat check, you need to learn to do the things to put the big fat check in your hand. in and learn not to do the things, or at least, at the very least, go at it blind and get the experience. You're not doing anything but worried about what everybody else has got going on. How's that going to help you? What the fuck? See, people don't like hearing this type of shit. When you dropping this on them and you telling them, hey, you fucking up. They want to label you on, you don't know what the fuck he talk about. Sure, I shit if I don't. You know what I'm saying? You can't say anything about me. We kind of in the same boat. But at least I got the knowledge and the motherfucking sense of mind to know, hey, we can do better. We can do better. Hey, you can do better. You can do it. Like, no, it takes nobody but you. Nobody can make you stop. Wait a minute. Think about it. Actuate it. But you. You're the only person that can move your motherfucking hand from your bowl with the spoon to your mouth. Somebody else can feed you, but they're going to use their hand with the spoon and put it in your mouth. You are the only person that can pick that spoon up, put it in your mouth. Eat, my nigga. Stop worrying about what the fuck everybody else got going on. And that starts with improving yourself. It don't have to be a book, okay? For all of those who just against they just don't want to learn. They anti-learning. Hone your skill. You know what I'm saying? Or if it ain't your actual physical person or your actual mind, at least you clean your house. Clean the fuck up. At least have your surroundings in order. You know what I'm saying? If working on you and getting yourself in order is a little hard, it would help to start by getting your surroundings in order. You hear me? Getting your motherfucking closet straightened out, getting all your clothes clean, folded, put it away, knowing where all your linens are, knowing what time you're going to be somewhere tomorrow. Don't just get up and be woke and looking around at the daylight in your room because you don't have a plan. Start planning shit. You don't even know how to move on a goal. You get up and you be like, I hope they open. I'm going to go down there. You already wasting time. But you could Google find out when they open, but you could do that the night before. You hear me? Where I'm going to go first. Map your day out. There are people doing this, and I'm telling you, those people are scoring. They scoring Swiss. Y'all playing these motherfucking games. Worried about the wrong shit, you nosy motherfucker. That's why you're not winning, because you're nosy. You hear me? You don't want to stop minding other people's business. That's why. And we all guilty of it. We all guilty of it. The coolest of the cool. The motherfucker who say he not worried about nothing, nobody else, he a goddamn lie. Because there's something that's going to be said about other people that's going to pique his interest. Believe that. But the thing is, how much time are you spending on it? If money was motherfucking, if time was money, like for real, and you had to pay to live per minute, would you be doing this shit? Would you be doing the dumbass shit you're doing, or would you be working on yourself nonstop until you get yourself right so you can move into a different position? Because you only got but so much time, and it's costing you. How are you going to get the money to go for tomorrow? You got to put the work in. Do you want to, you know what I'm saying? Like, God damn, like, come on, y'all. Come the fuck on. Like, I try to be, like, when I be coming at y'all, I be coming at myself too. That's why I say my ears are closer to my mouth. You know what I'm saying? But I'm actuating some of the things I want to do. Like I said, some of the things I want to do. No, you're not going to get them all down packed in a short manner of time. But start making the steps you need to start condensing bigger chunks of the responsibility it takes to get to where you're trying to go. Because you know it ain't going to be sweet. If it's worth a goddamn anything that's worth having is worth going to war for. So if you know it ain't going to be sweet, then start actuating. Small step at a small step. But don't stay at that step too long. Next step. Next step. You hear me? And then you go over it. This is how, like I said, the boys are selling these seminars. This is how they doing it. They taking small steps. The first step is to actually fucking do it, to want to get involved. You hear me? To not to want to talk about it no more, to actually pick up your phone right now. You ever see that commercial where boys they were trying to enlist people to school? He's like, hey, what are you doing? You're sitting on the couch, pick up the phone right now. He was dropping a fucking jewel. They gave y'all a free one right then and there. Real shit. You can't do it unless you do it. That's why Nike making so much goddamn. Just do it. Fuck is you stalling for, man? You know what I'm saying? And some of y'all went beyond stalling. You're just not doing, and then you're complaining about it. You're complaining. You got so much to say about everybody else. You're in the same boat. What are you doing about getting out? Are you even doing anything about getting out anymore? Do you even think about getting out? Some of us are so lost that all they can think about is the bullshit that's going on in the street. The murder, the drugs, the guns, the bitches. And that's what they on. You know what I'm saying? Getting up out of here and living in Calabasas, it ain't realistic to them no more. You know what I'm saying? That's not feasible. That's not real. It's a dream, right? We gonna chase our dreams, or we just gonna die? Like, you don't have to die. Like, how are you, what you don't have to die quick? Sit down, it's over. Like, what you think, you Thanos? It's not gonna work like that for you. You're gonna die one day regardless. Do you want to die chasing your dreams, or just die ducking the woes of society because it's wild out there? If you're not chasing your dream, you don't have a path. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? You don't have a motherfucking path. And without a path, you're going to be lost in the wilderness. Every motherfucking story you have ever seen, any motherfucking fairy tale or fable or legend, they always told the main character to stay on the path. You don't know what the fuck is out there off the path. Any and everything is all types of fuckery to take you off, whether it's something big or something small where you ain't paying attention. You know what I'm saying? But if you stay on the path, all you see is the shit on the path, and you deal with the shit that's on the path. Rather be hard shit, medium shit, easy shit, what the fuck ever. You dealing with just that shit on the path. You know what I'm saying? Study the course. Stay on the path. You don't have no path. Some of us don't even know how to walk our own paths. We think that walking was when we learned how to move our legs and arms one in front of the other so we can get from one space to the next. But you don't know what it takes to walk in your dream. The power that you're going to have to exude. You're going to have to learn how to get the power, and then you're going to have to wield it until it gives you the results that you've been dying for. You could give them all the fucking army, but if he don't never send the army to go take nothing, then what he gonna get out of it? And the army got to know how to go retrieve these things. And when they have done it and put the pressure on, you see Russia ain't just take Ukraine. They had to wield it, and they ain't get them yet. But, you know, something not focused, but wield the power until it's done. You know what I'm saying? Until it's done. Power is nothing without endurance. You can be strong as shit, but if you can't hold that motherfucker, endure, learn. Stop wasting time on these other motherfuckers, man, because you're never going to win like that. You're never going to win. You're not going to win worried about me downplaying what I'm doing, okay? Unless they giving you checks for that, unless they are paying you to write a motherfucking editorial about me and everything I motherfucking do, if they ain't paying you to do that, you ain't gonna fucking win that way. You already losing. I can't even get mad. I shouldn't get mad. But when you get mad at shit like that, that's a distraction. That's off the path. And that's what people want to do. Misery loves company. I'm assuming that the company hangs out somewhere off the path. When you on the path, you ain't got time for this shit. When you on the path, don't you want to get there a little bit faster? So just like these little video games, you upgrade what the fuck you doing, and you get a better ride, or you get better gear, better weapons. While you're on the path, you got to upgrade. You got to learn, hey, I know how to read. So that you know how to read, which is such a fucking strong tool, right? Why do you think this is like one of the first things they teach you? How to read, how to count. Before we get into anything else, history or anything, we're going to get right into how to read, how to count. Now, what you read and what you count is up to you. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying, bro. I'm trying. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, what you read and what you count, that's up to you. Some people reading comic books. Some people reading the Wall Street Journal. Because the Wall Street Journal, I can apply that information and some fucking money will fall out that shit. If you worried about the wrong shit in other people's business, right? Because if you read the comic book, think about what you're doing. You in Batman and Superman business worrying about their adventures and what the fuck they got going on. Well, yeah, they did save the day. They saved your dumb ass from doing anything you were supposed to do. That's what they did. They saved the day. You hear me? The day's been saved. That's what they did. What the fuck did you do? Because if you not working on you, do you mind to be reading a comic book about the motherfuckers you constantly talking about bad? You talking about them real bad, but you all in a fucking comic book worried about their adventures. You hear me? Because that's what you're doing with the power of reading. You have taken the power of reading, because reading is fucking fundamental. Reading is a powerful thing. You're taking it and you're using it for a comic book, worrying about what this silly bitch and this goofy nigga doing. See, that's the difference. You know what I'm saying? Now, what I'm doing right here, I got a fucking show. I got a show. But know that what I be doing, but what I'm doing there, I need the viewers and all that shit. I've learned how to utilize it. Utilize it. Do something with it. Rather than be stuck in this motherfucker, doing nothing, talking about it for absolutely nothing. There's something I could be gained. My dream, I've always dreamed of being a star. Hey, well, I always wanted to be a star. Everybody say I got the mouthpiece for it. I got the look for it. Whatever. So I'm chasing my dream, my goal. I have a motive. But for those who are just on this joint telling our fucking business, doing it for views and laughs and hee and ha-has, and you have absolutely no way to monetize it, it's kind of crazy. It's crazy in the motherfucker. Whew, let me tell you, that shit big crazy. That's some big crazy ass shit right there. So, you know what I'm saying? What I'm trying to say is work on you. Get you together. Maybe one day you become like the best version of you, like a fucking Super Saiyan you. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh man, like, you know what I'm saying? Remember Goku was regular Goku? Then he put the fucking work in and became a Super Saiyan. You gonna have to put some work in, my man. He didn't become a Super Saiyan overnight either. For example, why am I talking about this shit? I just seen the goddamn little clip of that shit. And they was tearing it up. But whatever, I know about the shit from when I was a young boy, and I know he put some work in. He trained. He self-improved to become a Super Saiyan. You just gonna be regular ass Goku because y'all fucking around. Y'all worried about what the fuck everybody else got going on. That's why Vegeta ain't never really be better than Goku, because he all worried about what main man got going the fuck on. Don't be a Vegeta ass nigga. Yeah? That's what I'm trying to tell you. Don't be Vegeta, worried about what the fuck Goku got going on. Every time Goku step his game up, you want to go try to step your game up too, instead of just sticking to the strip and continue to step your game up. Step it up, step it up, step it up. You keep trying to be in competition. No, be in competition with yourself. That is the safest, best competition. You your own worst critic. If you can't be your own worst, if you can be your own worst critic, why can't you be your best fucking yes man? Why can't you be your biggest fan? Why can't you be your biggest supporter? Why can't you be all these things? I need y'all to use your motherfucking heads, man, for 1 minute, man. For 1 minute to hear me and lock this shit in and understand how important this is. Like I said, I was gonna have somebody on this show today, right? You know, and it was gonna get super duper messy. You know what I'm saying? But it was definitely a method to my madness, and I promise you, I'm going to bring the mess. The mess is going to come. I'm going to put it there because it's what I do. I got a fucking show now, so I'm gonna give y'all a show. You know what I mean? However, like Jerry had the final thought and all that. It's really to, you know, get in tune. You know what I'm saying? Maybe they're here. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, is this like it's crazy that we spend so much time dedicated to the wrong shit. Like, remember Craig hit Debo with the brick, and then on next Friday, Debo was breaking out of jail, and he was still worried about Craig. Y'all acting like Debo, worried about Craig, worried about what the fuck Craig got going on. Now look at your black ass back in jail, you and your brother. Well, y'all niggas escaped from jail. You could have went anywhere in the world. Would have been in the French Riviera. But you at Rencho Cucamonga chasing after Craig, worried about what the fuck Craig got going on. You know what I'm saying? But people don't want to look at themselves like that, man. I know it's a hard pill to swallow. It's a hard pill to swallow to really realize, like, have I been on some immature nut shit? Especially when, right, for those of us who are working and taking care of our kids and handling your responsibility. You hear me? Like I just said, don't get too comfortable there. Just because you got that going on, step your game up. Sky's the limit. There's room for you to step your game up too. But you know, just because you successful don't mean that you ain't a nosy son of a bitch that don't got no room for improvement. You understand what I'm saying? No, you could definitely be a nosy son of a bitch with lots of room for improvement. You hear me? That's what I'm trying to say to you. So don't think that having a whole bunch of money stops you from being poor. You know what I'm saying? Stops you from being a miserable dickhead. It's up here, man. It's up here. It's in here. Change these things. You could be a better person. You could be a more caring person. You could be a more knowledgeable person. There's nothing wrong with that and still remain at the core you. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, if you want results, I'm telling you, you're not going to find it in the comments of a motherfucker that's getting grinded up. You're not going to find it in the comments there. You know what I'm saying? Trolling motherfuckers and doing all this other sucker ass shit. You become a professional troll. Meanwhile, you got a motherfucker sink full of dishes. Meanwhile, your floors is dirty as shit. Meanwhile, you need to do all types of other shit with your car to get your car fixed. Meanwhile, your kids is acting the fuck up left and goddamn right. Meanwhile, your money dwindling down, but you worried about all this other little minute bullshit on the internet, and your real life is falling to shambles. All this can be prevented if you learn how to improve yourself. You know what I'm saying? You know how to run a household. Okay, what if there was like a life hack where you could do everything that you need to do for your household, right, in 2 hours? Wouldn't you want to learn how to do that? Self-improvement. I can get the kids up, dressed, ready for school, all the dishes washed, the laundry done, and all that in a 2-hour process. That just sounds amazing, right? To everybody that got kids and got to get them ready for school and all that shit. What if that was a way to learn how to get all that shit done in a 2-hour process? Would you want to know? Because learning that, wouldn't that improve your life? Wouldn't be able to condense all those activities into a 2-hour process help you a whole hell of a fucking lot? Well, what if it's out there and search for it? Let's search for something like that. You know what I'm saying? But you're not going to find it. I tell you where it won't be, where we won't be able to start as a reference point in the comments on the dumb shit that you be doing. You know what I'm saying? Outside, perked up with your man, talk about you riding for the bro, free the guys. It's not out there. It isn't. You know what I'm saying? So much other shit you could be doing. You know what I'm saying? It's so much other shit you could be doing. You feel me? Maybe you can learn something to help you do something bad, even better than you was doing it before, but learn something, yo. God damn, like, I'm going to need you to learn something. You have to learn something. How to become a jewel thief. I don't know. Like, what the fuck? It doesn't, like, learn how to do something. It's like you don't know how to do anything else but roll up a L and how to make dirty Sprite. Like, that's all you know how to do. You don't know how to do nothing else. Some of y'all out here to be talking all this trap shit and you don't even know how to cook no work up. So stop the bullshit. All right, like real rap is fucking crazy out this joint with the amount of bullshit. Motherfuckers will lie. To lie is a crazy thing because you got creative. You thought about it. You spit this falsity out knowing it wasn't true, but you had to put some effort into it. You mean to tell me you took effort into making up a lie, risking getting caught and embarrassed, but you wouldn't take no effort in doing something thorough that you could do and profit off of? Y'all don't want to do nothing that you got to profit about. Everything you want to do is giving away. You want to give away your time. You want to give away your money in the club. You want to give away everything that's worth something for an exchange of nothingness. You're not getting nothing. You giving up time with your kids to be outside with these ratchet ass bitches popping your motherfucking ass, and that shit ain't gonna get you nothing. Might get you broke up with. Might have you out here single for the motherfucking longest because niggas don't want to fuck with your fast, goofy, messy, mixy ass. And you mad at the whole goddamn word about, bruh, you keep talking all this rap shit, but you want to keep going to the studio. You got $40 for an hour of studio time, another $40 for an AFI. Then you going to go home and you going to cat and lay up under this bitch and fuck on her and live in her house for free and never put no motherfucking effort into getting no motherfucking money or making your dreams come true. But you mad because motherfuckers keep calling you a wannabe local rapper and all that other shit. Get it the fuck together. Self-improvement. Learn how to do something for yourself instead of worried about all this dumbass shit. That's what I'm trying to get at, y'all. Y'all don't want to hear this shit and y'all don't want to accept it. Cool. I can't make nobody do nothing, but I can guarantee you this. You're going to keep getting what you've been getting if you keep putting out that bullshit, lackluster performance. If you keep doing the same thing, if you keep remaining a one-trick pony, you motherfuckers ain't really putting in no goddamn work because you ain't putting in no work on you. You hear me? Because my primary job was to dig rocks. I dig rocks. Well, I'm gonna learn how to dig rocks fast. And after I learn how to dig rocks, I'm gonna learn how to pick out big rocks. You know what I'm saying? Get them out the way. Then I'm gonna learn, the difference between this rock and that rock, and have me a cut above the competition. Make me a sought after rock digger because I know my shit. You feel what I'm saying? And now I ain't got to struggle or, for me to get picked. You feel what I'm saying? I ain't got to be a pick-me-ass nigga because they going to pick me because they know my line of work and how I give it up. I am becoming the best in my field. You think that it ain't another motherfucker that's nosy as you or nosier or just as good at being a piece of shit as you? It's somebody that lay up and do nothing more than you, and you think they a piece of shit. You hear me? So the pieces of shit that I'm talking about is somebody that you think is a piece of shit. It's levels to it. I know it is. You know what I'm saying? What I'm trying to do is tell y'all is levels to coming out of that too. And you can start on you. You start you. You don't think that because you got money, like, oh, I got money and that's it. All right. You still got the every day. Even when you get the big bag. Oh, man, this is the big one, Elizabeth. You still need to improve your shit. You need to improve your shit. You need to learn how to keep that money. What you think these motherfucking rich white folk be doing? They be moving that motherfucking money around, using accountants to put this here, on that, IRAs and all that. Why you think all rich white folk or all rich people in general always got stocks and bonds and this and that? Because they learn one way or another that you can't just let that money sit there. You got to do something with it. And there's certain things you got to do if you want to do this and, for your desired result. You're going to have to learn about money. You motherfuckers don't even know about money. Just think you do. All you know is it's in your hand. That's all the fuck you know. Some of y'all know about money. You know what I'm saying? So many of us don't know anything about credit. But a lot of you motherfuckers just don't know about having liquid cash either because you never really had any. You feel what I'm saying? Improve yourself. Improve yourself. Improve something about yourself. Being the best ever version of you is something you should be chasing because it's next to chasing perfection. You will never, ever, ever be the tip-top best version of you where you don't make no mistakes or have no errors. You're never going to be that. Otherwise, you'd be fucking perfect. But what I'm saying to you is start working on something. Like you don't, if perfect is 100%, understand that most of us go through our lives under 40%. So we got a lot of room to grow. Most people live their whole lives only putting out about 40% of what they're actually capable of in exchange for partying and bullshitting and sleeping till 2 and getting high as a motherfucking co-pilot. You feel what I'm saying? In exchange for that. But if you ain't got time for none of those things, you got time for learning and doing and actuating. Let me tell you how I know, because I was in jail. When you in jail, you ain't got nothing but time. There are circumstances where you can be set up for nothing but time. Real rap. You're in jail, rich free. Rent free. Shit, they pay you to be in jail. You get idle pay, about $17 a month. Yeah. And they get that shit to you. You hear me? And you don't do nothing all day long. Nothing. You ain't really doing shit. Nothing. You hear me? So if you can set your day up like that, but all you doing is working on you and what it is that you do that earns your livelihood and how to be the best in that. And once you learn how to be the best in that, mastering yourself. There's so many areas like mastering your craft, mastering yourself, mastering teaching your children, because a lot of us can't even communicate with our motherfucking kids. That's why they running around doing whatever the fuck they want, because you don't know how to talk to them. Won't you learn how to talk to your kids? Won't you learn how to bond with your kids? Don't think just because because they are yours that that's all you need to know about them. Nope, they grow and change every fucking day. So you need to be paying them a whole lot of motherfucking more attention, giving them a whole lot more time, because you never know when these changes could come. You understand me? You send your kids away to your your cousin's house for the weekend. They come back and their feet are bigger. You understand what I'm talking about? So you really need to pay attention. Pay the fuck attention. My man Dane, what's going on with you, big brother? You know what I'm saying? My man Dane. And I'm talking to Dame too. Let me tell y'all something, right? Dame is one of the most positive people I know. And even he can be better. He'll tell you. Every one of us can be better. But it's the ones who are actuating and doing and pushing forward. What are you sacrificing sleep for? Like, mother, I'm tired as fuck. I ain't really getting no sleep. Why? Because you decided to go out to $2 Tuesday and had them couple drinks. You didn't say, fuck it. I don't want to go to $2 Tuesday. I'm eager to get to bed so I can wake up tomorrow and do my fucking job that I love because it put money in my pocket and learn how, like, we don't think like that. Wow. It's killing me. You know what I'm saying? It's killing me. Why don't we do these motherfucking things? All we worry about is what the next motherfucker got going on. I am convinced of that. Somehow, some way. You know what I'm saying? You're going to hear about the next person. The next person is news. You know what I'm saying? So it's no way you can go without, never hearing about the next person. But it's what you're hearing about the next person. And who is the next person? I don't want to know about Joe Schmo from around the way doing absolutely nothing, going to jail, or him and his baby mom about to have a baby and they having their 5th motherfucking baby shower. I ain't going and I ain't getting nothing for all your goddamn kids. I got something for the last 2 that you motherfucking had. I ain't getting nothing for y'all. But you know they business, right? You know where the baby shower is, what day and all that. And even if you don't go to the baby shower, you gonna hear about it, right? Who gives a shit? Be honest. That shit can't help you. You can't have a gun to your head, say, please don't kill me. Please don't kill me. Oh, Larry cheated on Keisha. What's that gonna do for you? Nothing. Nothing. So what do you need to know that information for? Now, if the nigga said, what's the combination to the safe? Knowing that information could save your motherfucking goddamn life. You know what I'm saying? But you ain't never, you know what I mean, even worry about that. You know what I mean? Not saying to go learn the combination of someone else's safe, but what I'm saying is you ain't even learning about that type shit. Money be sitting in front of your motherfucking face. How to get some money. How to steal some big money. But you don't want to do no diligence. So you steal it from one of your close friends because you lazy and you a piece of shit. That's what I'm trying to say to y'all. Up your fucking game. Up your game, your way of thinking, your mentality. Stop being on what everybody else got going on, the bandwagon. Stop being so quick to want to kick people back in. You know what I'm saying? Because other people, you know why they want to learn your business? Not because you're so exciting and you're just all that. That ain't why the people will be wanting to know your business. People want to know your business because they want to talk down on you. It is human nature almost to want to be superior than the next person. And some people can't separate this shit and they get caught up in it. And now they want to know your business. They want to know about your downfall so they can say, ugh, could never be me. When it really could. But they want to say that. Saying that is more important. Is y'all getting it what I'm saying to you now? Stop spending so much fucking time worried about what the fuck other people was doing. Real rap, what have you done for you? What are you doing for yours? How's that going? What can you be doing to make it better? Do you guys ever have like self-checks? Are you doing like your own annual reports of like some of y'all not even doing your own annual report of how much money I made this year and what the fuck I did with it? Nobody's doing that? Ain't cool no more? Or just never was on that? Why we ain't doing that? You know what I'm saying? You know how much money Jay-Z made and Beyonce made last year because you was all in the Forbes reading that. Like that's a big useful piece of information. You know how much money they made. Nigga, how much money did you make? To the fucking cent, bitch. Like, were you worried about your own money like that? That's the fucking problem. That's what I'm getting at. That's why self-improvement is the thing. Maybe now that I just said that, then we'll start worrying about, hey, yeah, fuck the taxes. I'm talking about all your money. The tax money, the track money, the child support money, the raffle money, the giveaway money, the door money, whatever money came your motherfucking way, the money you found, how much in total came across your hands last year? Do you know that? Well, won't we start setting ourselves up so we can know these type of numbers? That's going to have to take some, some QuickBooks or something, a little quick tutorial on how to use it, maybe a little bit of getting used to navigating the system and all that. But it's time well spent. You hear me? No, you can't go spend how to use QuickBooks at the store. But, however, QuickBooks is something you fucking need if you want to be a boss. What, you gonna pay all your employees in cash on Friday? You just gonna stand there? Yeah. All right, I'll see you there next Friday. Yeah, like that ain't how the fuck that shit works. You got to know how to have payroll. Learn something. Everybody's a motherfucking boss and you don't know how to pay your employees. You don't seem too bossish to me. You seem incompetent. Because if I go to work and my boss talking about he don't know how he gonna pay me, I'm able to beat my boss the fuck up at the job. Fuck is you talking about, boss? Where's my money? Why my shit ain't hit my direct deposit? Somebody had to learn that system. Come on, man. But y'all worried about who fucking who, when the next Jordan's coming out, who went on vacation, who's this, who's that. You know what I'm saying? All these who's and never a how. You know what I'm saying? Y'all asking a lot of who, what, when, where, but never the how. How? You know what I'm saying? How? I want to know how. You know what I'm saying? I think I'm about to, see if I could be adopted by the Native Americans and just run around. How? You know what I'm saying? Run up to somebody that's in a position to show me how to get some money and be like, how? You know what I'm saying? And he's going to tell me some information or give me a pamphlet or direct me to some information hopefully anyway, and tell me, and I'm just going to skill. He's saying, but it's going to take a lot of practice. Practice makes perfect. Put the word, y'all not even practicing. You motherfuckers just that good. You ain't nobody got practicing everybody AI. You know what I'm saying? You're not even honing your skills. You know what I'm saying? And by not honing your skills, that leaves all the room in the world for the next hungry motherfucker who showing their teeth to come take your spot. You know what I'm saying? Some of us don't even think, you needed to be told that. Think about somebody taking your spot if you don't work harder, if you don't become a better version of you. You know what I'm saying? If you don't become more efficient, if you don't become stronger, faster. You know what I'm saying? Like real rap, becoming a better version of you. Like with time, the body breaks down. The once young man becomes an old man. You know what I'm saying? And he know the moves, how to stick and move, but he don't move the same way. So this becomes his weapon. This becomes just as strong as the strong muscle. He learns how to use his fucking head in compensation of not having the muscle that he used to. But he had to learn it. Why y'all so scared? Like, y'all got a lot against learning, man, and it's killing me, man. You know what I'm saying? You got to become better. We all got to become better. We got to become better. We need to worry about ourselves. Please, I'm challenging everybody, man, to worry about yourself. Learn something new. Pick up a new trade. Pick up a new way to get some money. Lock in with something. Give something positive your time about you. Something you want to see get done. Something you've been thinking about for a while. Something that you find fascinating. Stop worried about what everybody else is going to think about that thing and lock in with your passion. Hone your passion. Get into what it is that makes you happy. It's going to make life worth living, because you can't be living a life to sit around and talk about other people, to sit around and make other people's life miserable. I'm sorry, there is an entity that already has that job. He is called the Shaitan. He is called the devil. That job is already taken. He I guess he'll use your help. He'll take it, but he probably can do it all by himself. Let him do that. He got that. You know what I'm saying? Let him fuck that cow. You don't even hold the tail. Go do something that's going to put some motherfucking coins in your pocket. Go do something that's going to make your family safer. Go do something that's going to make your wife feel more secure. Go do something that's going to make everyone look at you and say, hey, that's a good dude. You know what I'm saying? Make it, worse knowing you. You know what I'm saying? Go get yourself a truck with a plow in the front. And when next blizzard come, plow the motherfucking snow for the city and get paid. Do something. Find out how to sign up for some shit like that. Find out how to get those type jobs. Find out how to get your credit shit removed off your credit. Find out how to do something that's going to benefit you. I guarantee you, looking at your phone and laughing at a motherfucker and hating on another man ain't going to get you nothing. Ain't going to get you nothing. It could get you killed. Running your mouth about the wrong motherfucker, being in the wrong motherfucker business. It could get you killed. You know what ain't gonna get you killed? Worried about your motherfucking self. I really can't see the hazard in that. Worrying about yourself. I just don't, you know what I'm saying? Wanting to be a better you. I don't see, you know what I'm saying? I don't see where that, I don't see that really giving you too much of a hassle. Worried about your motherfucking self. I think that's probably the best thing you can do in any situation. Worry about your motherfucking self. You hear me? Sometimes, like, people be like, oh, like that was y'all, you always worried about yourself. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing wrong with worried about yourself. And too much of anything is a bad thing. You know what I'm saying? But don't let nobody make you feel guilty about worrying about your motherfucking self. Because let me tell you something. On the day of Yom Kippur, everybody gonna worry about themselves. Even parents. Gonna worry about themselves. They gonna worry about their kids at all. It's the last day. This is what it's saying. This is just what's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? Everybody gonna be worried about themselves. Worry about yourself. You know what I'm saying? We say that during Ramadan, so worry about yourself this Ramadan. That's what you do. This Ramadan, worry about yourself. Don't worry about that he's not praying, that he's not doing this, that he's not worry about yourself. You know what I'm saying? And that's the most beneficial thing you can do during the month of Ramadan. So worrying about yourself got to work outside the month of Ramadan. Worry about yourself. Get yourself together. Learn some things. Do some things that improve you and your existence. Learn something that makes your life easier. Learn something that makes your life more fulfilling. Learn something that brings just simple joy to you, because that releases a chemical in your brain that promotes healthy living, that promotes a more enjoyable life. Learn those things. Stop doing miserable shit that had you up all night with your eye bulging the fuck out because you ready to kill somebody, and the old person that you talking about, they in the same goddamn way. Or stop doing shit where you got to constantly look over your shoulder and be paranoid and can't get your fucking thoughts together because you was in somebody else's business or you tied up in somebody else's shit. Worry about your motherfucking self, and you'll never have these problems. You know what I'm saying? Worry about your motherfucking self. You know what I'm saying? Worry about your I can't say it enough. Worry about your motherfucking self. I can't worry about you see, I just flying out my word about your motherfucking self. Please get better. Do you. Everybody say, I'm doing me. Doing what with you? I hate the motherfucker that say he do. What are you doing you with? Huh? Standing there looking dumb, talk about stupid shit. Is it getting you any money? Don't say you doing you and that don't entail getting you some money, because then you just bullshit. Just say you bullshit. I'm bullshit, nothing, chilling all the time, nigga. God damn, all the time, bitch, you chilling all the time. You got time to be like this all on goddamn Instagram of smoking a hookah with your mouth looking all stupid. You got time for that all the time? God damn, bitch, you know how to smoke hookah. You know who buy a hookah. Why don't you sell some hookah? Go invest some money into some hookah. Open up a business. Do something that's going to put some more hookah in your life, since you like hookah so much. Just don't be standing there consuming and like just doing dumbass shit. Worry about your motherfucking self. That'll be the key to so many goddamn things, man. We could answer a lot of the world's problems. Worry about your motherfucking self. What's going over there in goddamn Ukraine and all them other countries, you know what I'm saying? Like, we should worry about our motherfucking self. You sending all this goddamn money to the Ukraine when there's people hungry and dying right the fuck here. You You know what I'm saying? Worry about your motherfucking self. You see, if the United States weren't worried about every motherfucking country and everybody else, people but they own, then we wouldn't have no homeless people over here, no sick people over here. It'd be fucking great. But they just send the money every goddamn where else but to the ghetto. Worry about your motherfucking self. That's how strong worrying about yourself is, yo. I can't give it no other motherfucking goddamn way because I don't want you to worry about yourself because I'm gonna worry about me. I'm worried and concerned about me and how I'm going to make things happen for me and for mine. And while I'm worrying about for me and for mine, I'm going to try to make myself better so I can do more for me and for mine. And while I'm doing for me and for mine, I'm going to show me and mine how to do the things that I'm doing so we can do it together and be an effective team because I'm a part of that team. And while I'm a part of that team, I'm getting better, giving out instruction for them to get better. And we are becoming better together. We worried about our motherfuckers selves. That's how that works. Being winners together, worried about the right shit. Something positive. How to do something. Putting my man on. Remember when the PPP shit hit? Remember that? No, not PPP, PUA. Remember when PUA hit? And everybody was doing the PUA shit for other people and they was charging the money? You hear me? How many people paid that money to get that motherfucking check? Man, I'm just gonna give them the money so they can do it for me. But once motherfuckers learned how to do it themselves, now they trying to get other motherfuckers to do it for. They was giving away free money, and you motherfuckers didn't even want to learn how to do that. Unfucking real. That is the testimony that y'all be worried about the wrong shit. That means everything that was going on, unless you was knocking on death's door or one of the people who didn't get no PUA, because there was some people that didn't get the PUA, unless you was one of them type folks or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But you didn't want to learn how to get none of this money, the free money that the government was giving out to every fucking body. You ain't want to learn how to get up on that. You wanted somebody else to do it for you, huh? Prime example. You ain't want to learn. Like, I can't. That hurt. That just gave me like, that just hurt my head. You didn't want to learn how to get the free money, how to make the easy, quick, legal. I can't go to jail for this shit money. I'm talking about motherfuckers getting 100,000, 100 bands from doing this shit for other people, plus they own PUA. You hear me? And I ran up 100 bands. Plus my own PUA. Come on, man. Nobody wanted to learn, huh? You was sending motherfuckers, yeah, man, you send me your man, I give you some of his. And your greedy ass took it. You took your man to this motherfucker that's going to take some of his money and give you some of it, and both of y'all getting free bread off your man's back. Instead of learning how to do that shit for him and then hooking your man up. You know what I'm saying? That's family, right? That's your brother, right? That's the gang, right? That's slime, right? So you should be putting him on what you want for the fucking nothing ski, for the free ski, not the low ski. That's family, right? You want for your brother what you want for yourself, right? But ain't nobody even take the opportunity of that shit. So many of y'all that didn't. You know what I'm saying? My black ass learned. You hear me? Straight like that. But I'm going to tell y'all this, and I'm going to leave y'all with this, man, because we almost up out of here, man. The reason why I thought it was so important to tell y'all this, to emphasize this, man, because I want to see us grow. I realize that while I am making myself better and trying to become stronger in me, if I pass that message on to somebody around me, then things will get better around me. And I have done my part and trying to make things more easier in my life, making things more sufficient in my life, making resources more accessible in my life by making sure the people around me have the same resources as I do. And now the resources have become in abundance and it's there, it's on hand, it's tangible. We can touch it, setting up for my community. You know what I'm saying? Making my community look nice. New basketball nets and paint jobs in the playgrounds so people feel safe to come play at that playground, and that playground becomes famous, and now people want to shoot movies in there, and then now maybe some young girl in my neighborhood who has aspirations of being an actor and who is actively taking the steps to learn how to be an actor can maybe meet somebody at that park one day and become something. Creating the opportunity. I want opportunity around me. I have to spread the word that, hey, I've been working on me and all the good shit that came out of working on me. I want to pass that word on to the people around me so they can work on them and be faster, stronger, more reliable, more trustworthy, more stable. They can be all these things, and maybe I can utilize those sets of special skills and add on it with the things that I know and get somewhere. Rather than sitting around with them, whoever this them might be, your brother, your sister, your mom, your dad, your bestie, your fucking right-hand man, and you sitting there kicking somebody back in for a fucking hour when you could be telling him how to do something you learned and master that so y'all both can do that shit tomorrow together to make some money for an hour. You could have been telling him that, but instead you was talking about this nigga. Instead you was hating on this nigga or hating on this bitch. You see where it gets fucked up? Fuck that. Work on you. Be a better you. And I'm going to be a better me. And together we'll have a better tomorrow. And we both benefit from that. That's the come up right then and there. That's how it solves everything. If everybody starts wanting to be a better version of them, to start wanting to deal with people that have the qualities they have, the quality of being prompt, the quality of being honest, the quality of being just an all right in general upright, and how strong that is. Yep. That's a powerful thing. Something we all could use and benefit from. See what I'm saying? How you can benefit from all those things, and it's a bigger picture. That's like work on yourself and it'll all be good. Everything will be right. I promise you. I promise you. If you work on ourselves, if you work on you, you'll be a stronger help for the brother or sister to your left or your right. Real rap. And if they work on them, then they'll be a stronger help for you, and you can latch on them, and nobody will fall because we'll all be each other's crutches. And even sometimes, because we locked in so heavy, even though some of our feet might not be touching the ground, the ones around you will hold you the fuck up. But they got to be strong enough to hold you the fuck up. And they got to be strong enough and knowledgeable enough to point you back in the right direction, to get on the path so y'all can get back on to what you do. Now you have learned something. You have learned how to not fall off the path. You have learned that you have people you can depend on. You have learned, because some people don't even know that they have people that they can depend on. Never learned that fact. Never took the time, the fact, and to think about, hey, I can depend on my mom. I can depend on my dad. I can depend on my cousin. But instead, you around all these motherfuckers you can't even trust, let alone depend on. That's learning. That's becoming a better you. Coming home, starting fresh, getting back to your roots is part of becoming a better you. Stop fucking around in these streets. Stop fucking around with the dumb shit and become a better you. That's all. That's all I wanted to say, y'all. You know what I'm saying? I hope that this little talk has really inspired some people to want to do better or want to jump on that thing that they was talking about the other day. You know what I'm saying? That's it. That's all. It's your boy Jumpman. It's been another episode of According to Jim on the big exclusive network. Y'all can tap in on my page. You can tap in on their page. Let's get it, man. I'll see y'all next week.
I be on go, yeah. Just give me a reason.
I told y'all, new year, new show, same energy, According to Jim, every Thursday night on the big exclusive network, 7 to 8:30. Tap in with me on the Facebook channel and the YouTube channel, big exclusive network. Y'all know what it is. Real people talking about real things, so if you're a real one, get with me.
Oh,